with the company. I started as an associate. When I was welcomed into the environment, I stayed because it kind of felt like a second home to me. As I grew up into a management position and a salary position, I wanted to continue to fulfill that environment where everybody felt welcomed and like family into the building. I feel like it's very, very important to me to celebrate personal and professional successes within their growth with the company.
It's like a guest-driven environment, so all the guests get everything that makes them happy, do everything to satisfy their needs. That's our goal, to be the best.
I think it's like a family because you're with all of the people in your team at like almost every day. You see them all of the time, and you get to like be there and you get to hold them accountable when there's things that could go better, or like celebrate their successes, see them develop and help them develop personally and like professionally, like within their lives. I mean, I feel like I've grown since I started working. I've only worked here for like a year, and like it's made me grow a lot. Like I've had to, balancing a busy schedule, like because I did show choir, so like you had to like balance all of that, but like they were still there for me. Like they were still there to make sure that I wasn't going crazy from working too many hours, or just making sure that I was happy.
The Seeds of Compassion Fund was created in 1996 to provide financial assistance to Fazolis team members who experience a financial crisis or tragedy that they do not have the resources to handle. It's a pretty amazing program and something I'm personally quite proud of. Since the inception of the fund, we've distributed over $650,000 to Fazolis team members. The funds primarily come through payroll deductions from other team members. Anyone is eligible, from an hourly team member to a salaried support office staff member. I've been on the committee now for 7 years, and I will say some of these applications have been pretty difficult to talk through with the group. Sometimes I've even had to hand off an application just because it's heartbreaking some of the times and some of these stories that I hear. It's amazing though when I'm able to talk to an associate and they're like, thank you so much. It's actually just amazing what we have done.
10 years ago, I had a daughter who it was our first child, and she was in the hospital for about a month and a half of her life, and she died at 3.5 months old. And Fazolis was nice enough to help out with a couple medical bills and also a couple months of rent. So they definitely helped us out in a time of need, and it wasn't really just about the money to me. It's more about the company that took care of me. I still work here to this day, and big reason is because of that. I've never forgotten about that, and love the fact that they helped me when I truly needed help, and it meant the world.
Fazolis places a strong importance on giving back to our local communities. On a nationwide level, we're able to go out into hospitals and provide catered meals for all of their staff. We also love to go to our local schools to show the teachers and students some of our great food and show them our support. Each Fazolis location is also able to choose the causes that they find important to them and to give back. They do things like sponsorships, donations, and fundraisers, all to show our local community that Fazolis cares about its local people.
I've been with Fazolis 10 years. I started off as an associate in Richmond, Kentucky location. I started off as a pasta cooker. Actually moved on from that and cross-trained into every position in the restaurant. Close to finishing college, my GM came to me and said, I think you'd be a great manager, would you consider it? And that was the moment my career changed for me. Since then I've had marinara running through my veins ever since. After that, I moved up to be an ASM and an AGM, Assistant General Manager. Then I got an opportunity to be a General Manager out in Owensboro, Kentucky. Then I got the opportunity to come back here to Lexington and was a GM here at 5 locations. Became a market supervisor here, and then now an area supervisor. If you wanted a career here at Fazolis, I would say approach it with two things. Guest first mentality, treating guests like family. When they come into the doors, treating them like they're a family member is the approach, and my battle cry for our teams is it's a family member coming through the door. Secondly, learn something new every single day. If you challenge yourself to learn something new every single day, when the opportunity comes to to get to the next level, you're going to have a bank full of information to withdraw from.
I started out as an associate when I was a sophomore in high school, and then around my freshman year of college, my GM came to me and asked me if I would be interested in being a manager. I told her yes, and I went through the necessary process to fulfill the responsibilities of that, and I became an associate manager in my freshman year of college. I was associate manager up until about my junior year of college, and then I became the assistant manager. When we started our catering program, my new GM, he came to me and asked me if I wanted to be the catering captain and take on that responsibility. I told him most certainly yes, and that's currently where I'm at now, an assistant manager with the catering captain, as always.
So why Fazolis? Each one of us has our own reasons why we came here and why we continue to call Fazolis home. For some, it's family. For others, it's community. And for some, it's opportunity. Regardless of why we're all here, we're united together to fill one common purpose that all Fazolis associates share: to enhance the lives of those that we touch, one breadstick at a time. We hope you consider joining our team and discovering all that Fazolis has to offer you. Gracias.